Swimming and diving, once again, the subject on Cards TV with head coach Arthur Albiero. I'm Sean Moth. Great to see you again. Good to see you, Coach.
Thank you, Sean.
Tennessee Vols come to town. It's kind of an unusual time, early afternoon, shall we say, at Ralph Wright Natatorium, but that didn't hinder the atmosphere. Great turnout by the fans. Pep band was there, and I mean, it was a great meet. It felt like it was going to get down to that last relay, especially on the men's side, but there were a couple races that didn't really go your way, but a good showing.
Yeah, I think once the emotion of the meet kind of settles down and you look back at it, and from a logic standpoint, we swim well. There were some good things that really some people that stepped up, especially some of our freshmen that really I think showed they came to play. But it doesn't take the sting away. I was disappointed. I was felt going into this we had a legitimate chance, and we did. And so I was disappointed with the outcome, not with the effort.
Sure.
And I have to be careful to separate the things. And I told the team I was proud of the effort. There were a couple things that didn't break our way, and there were a couple things that we left the door open.
Yeah.
And that's part of our game. Hundredths of a second will determine the outcome.
Yeah, no question. Are there individuals that stood out for you on either the men's or women's side?
Well, I think on the women's side, I thought there was good performances all around, but again, I go back to the freshmen, and Tanya Killian, who really was her first meet out, and she's been out with mono, and we were just really happy that she's back and back to being competitive, and she was leading a couple races and just kind of ran out of steam, but proud of the effort there, and I think again overall relays were really solid. I don't know if I can particularly single out any individual. I think we battled hard. And the freshmen in particular, I think, really stepped up and set the tone going forward.
Sure. Before we talk about what's coming up next week, I want to jump back a little bit more. One of your assistants, Karen Olmstead, had the opportunity to coach in the Pan Am Games. I know that was quite an honor. And talk a little bit about what her experience was and what that means to your program.
Well, I think it's it's something that she's earned, and I was really happy for her to have that opportunity. Something that she's focused on the last few years. To have that opportunity, as she said herself, to represent the country, your country, and right before she was leaving for the meet, she got her pack of gear and on the mail, and the boxes and boxes of Team USA stuff that she's been wearing proudly, and it's certainly, I think again a credit to her. I think she's been here for 9 years, and in a big role that she was playing, to the head coach of the open water team is to be whatever it takes kind of approach, and that's always been Karen. Whatever it ever takes, she's been around. She knows how to work in chaos, and she's good at it. So it's been again, I was thrilled for her to achieve that honor, and I think it just kind of sets the tone for more good things to come.
Sure. As we look ahead, you guys are on the road at Pitt in a Big East dual meet, but it gives you an opportunity to see a venue that, if I'm not mistaken, is not only hosting the Big East this year, but has hosted it in the past.
Yeah, and I think that's a big part of what we're trying to do here is to get used to the facility. Especially, again, I want to expose my freshmen to have a good understanding of how that's going to play out. It's a fast pool. We've swum fast there, so that's not an issue. And I think a big part of it is just getting used to your surroundings. And anytime you go on the road, it proves its challenges, and particularly this one won't be different. And but I think I'm confident with the group, and we're going to get out there and race fast, race the way we want to race at the end of the season. That's been our theme all along this year. Is we want to race. We want to take everything that comes our way as a rehearsal for the ultimate goal.
All right. Well, safe travel. Best of luck to you and the team.
Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it.
For Coach Albiero, I'm Sean Moth. We'll talk to you next week here on Cards TV.